Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois, also known as Loyal Stitches. So we are going to be drafting this sleeve pattern. The measurements you'll be needing are your armhole measurement, your bicep measurement, and your sleeve length measurement. The measurements I'll be working with are my armhole is 9 inches, my bicep is 11 inches, and my sleeve length is 12 inches. So let's get right into it. We are going to start by measuring our starting line. So I'm going to go in by half an inch straight to mark out our starting line. After doing this, we're going to draw a straight line to connect the dots. So after doing this, the next thing to do is to determine what we're going to use as our bicep line. So I'm going to be using 4 inches. You can decide to use 5 inches, but I think 4 inches is the best one to use. So I'm going to mark out 4 inches. So we use 4 inches. The next is to mark out our sleeve length. As I said earlier, the length I'm using for my sleeve is 12 inches. So what we're going to do next is to mark out these 4 inches across the sleeve. So that is what I'm doing now. So now we have the point where we're going to measure our bicep measurement. So the next thing we're going to do is to mark out our sleeve length. As I said earlier, our sleeve length is 12 inches. So that is what we're doing now. We're just going to connect the dots. And also, please do not forget to add extra sewing allowance to your sleeve. I personally like adding 1 inch allowance. So that is what I'm doing now. I added 1 inches allowance. 1 inches plus 12 inches equals 13 inches. So we also add the allowance to the sleeve. So we are going to go back to the starting point and go in by 4 inches. You can decide to go in by 3.5 inches is fine, but I think going in by 4 inches too is okay. So now that 4 inches, you are going to divide it into 2. Whatever measurement you use at the top, you are going to divide it into 2. So 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. So you're going to come down by 2 inches. You see why we did that just now. So we're going back to the line we measured for the bicep. My bicep measurement is 11. 11 divided by 2 will give me 5.5. I like adding 1.5 inches allowance to the bicep measurement. So that is what I'm doing just now. I'm adding one extra 1.5 inches for seam allowance. So now we are going to connect those dots from the dot you have at the bicep line. We're going to connect it to the top and to the 2 inches you came down by. So let's get right into it. So you can decide to use your curve ruler or you use your freehand. Anyone is actually fine. If you are very good with using freehand, please do. And if you're not very good, if you have a curve ruler, then you can use a curve ruler to do it. So for this pattern, I am using a curve ruler to connect the lines that we have. So here we have our armhole curve. So we are going to connect our armhole curve to our round sleeve measurement. But before we do that, let's check our armhole curve if it is up to our armhole measurement. Remember, our armhole measurement is 9 inches. So here we have about 8.5 inches and we need 9 inches. So I would like to add an extra 1 inches allowance for seam, for ease and for sewing. So 9 inches plus 10 inches, 9 inches plus 1 inches will give us 10 inches. So we're just going to extend the measurement we have to give us 10 inches. So you can just use your hand to like connect it for it to add up and give us 10 inches. So what we're going to do now is to connect our armhole curve at the top to our round sleeve measurement. My round sleeve measurement is 10. It is 10. 10 divided by 2 will give us 5, plus 1.5 inches on fold. That is going to give us 6.5 inches. So we are going to connect the round sleeve measurement to the armhole curve, and this is what we have after connecting. So now we are going to go straight to cutting our sleeve. So after cutting it out, this is what we have. You can go ahead to transfer your pattern to your main fabric. I hope you found this helpful. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.